nervous, doesn't he? His eyes are wide open, mouth agape. And then the old grizzled veteran's got his chin on his left shoulder. Basic courage out front. And the officer is going to move it. He's down at the bottom. He's pointing to the end back of the cemetery around the cemetery hill. 1929, 1982, Tennessee places the last Confederate memorial on the field. Okay, a little bit more modern looking. Flag bearers you will see on a lot of monuments here at Gettysburg. Very important part of a regiment. Now, when these guys lined up, they would line up elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder. Okay, there'd be a front rank, and then there'd be a rear rank, 1 foot behind the man in the front rank. We would always be in the rear rank. You guys know why? You and I would be?
Because we're small.
We're small. We're taller, okay? Because we're going to fire with the right shoulder to the guy in front of us, okay? And so the guy in front of you can't hear, okay? The guy behind you, the guy firing, he can't hear it. So many guns going off, thousands of weapons, smoke, cannons going off, all kinds of battle din, and you can't hear. So you need the flags, okay? And the flags are placed at the center of the line, all right? So if we're lined up here, the colonel, if he wants the line to move forward, he'll advance the colors out, and the men will guide on the colors. They'll look to the center of the line and follow the flag. The men carrying those flags are usually sergeants, and they don't carry a weapon because they need their hands free to hold the flag, okay? They might carry a pistol in a holster or something like that, but they need to carry the flag, and so it's a communication tool, and they don't carry a weapon, so they need to be protected, and they're going to be protected by 6 to 8 corporals on either side of them called the color guard. Okay? I know you guys have heard of that, and they're going to guard the flag, pick up the flag if it falls, okay? So that's what the color guard is. That's what the color guard is. Lee's plan on day 2 is to attack the Union line. The Union line is going to take the shape of a fishhook, okay? It's going to begin back where we saw the Blue Water Tower, which is back here behind the trees. Colts Hill on the other side of Cemetery Hill, the Blue Water Tower, would be the point, okay? And then the curve would be where we saw the Blue Water Tower, Cemetery Hill, and then Cemetery Ridge would be my forearm, okay? All right? And it's going to go all the way down to the round tops, which is right down there. You got big round top on the right, fully treed, little round top just to the left, cleared of trees, okay? And it's about a 3-mile fishhook shaped line. Oh, and by the way, guys, the real guns of Gettysburg are right here, okay? Now, it's a 3-mile fishhook shaped line, okay? All right? The Confederate line begins on the other side of Gettysburg, Colts Hill, comes through the town, stretches down along Seminary Ridge. It'll eventually become 5 miles long just to the right of Big Round Top, okay? All right? Lee, thinking about attacking the hills over here, will be told it's too rocky, too hilly by his commanders over there. So he'll come around here and he'll say, find me the other end of the Union line. Scouts are going to go out in the early morning hours of July 2nd, okay? And they are going to report back to Robert E. Lee that the end of the Union line in this area ends where you see the dome-shaped memorial today. Is that the right information? No. Yeah, what happened with these scouts? I'm not picking on you. Where did we go through day 1? Where is day 1's battlefield from here? Point to it. Anybody, point to day 1. Yeah, you've got a pretty good sense of direction. It's back that way, yeah. But see how you can get kind of turned around? Okay, all right. We believe these scouts got turned around, and we believe that they really even made it over there, okay? Because Lee's up there at the seminary looking down through here, and he sees Union troops coming down off that ridge. He's got binoculars, okay, because it's hard to see people up there, right? And they disappear in that area because the ground drops off. I wish we had a big semi or bus down. When we got to that barn, it takes a nosedive. That ground drops off. That is the end of the Union line, right? He's going to act on that information. He's going to send his second command, General James Longstreet, with 15,000 soldiers. They're going to march back here about 2 miles. They're going to come down farther south, okay? And you'll see a road out there with cars on it driving back and forth. That's the Emmitsburg Road. Longstreet's going to get across that road with 15,000 men farther down here. I'll show you where in a minute. And he's going to attack at both sides. He's going to hit the enemy line on what he thinks is right at that end of town. General Ewell, another Confederate general, is going to attack from the other side. So Lee believes he's hitting both ends of this fishhook-shaped line, okay? Except that's not the end. There are 10,000 Union soldiers stretching from that dome-shaped memorial in front of that tree line down to Little Round Top, okay? And the Union general in charge of those men, his name is General Daniel E. Sickles, okay? He's from New York City, he's an attorney, and he's a politician. We could probably end the tour right now, okay? He does not like the ground he's in back there, and he's going to move his men this way. Yes, sir? Oh, okay. He's going to move his men out. So he's going to break away from the fishhook and his men out into an upside-down V-like formation, and he's going to move the center of them into the punch we're going to see here in a little bit. Okay, so he's going to break away and push his men out. All right, and it's going to cause problems for everybody because number one, he doesn't tell anybody he's doing it, and number two, Longstreet thinks that's the end of the Union line. The Confederate general is marching his men down here to attack. So when he steps from the tree line down here, instead of seeing the end of the Union line there, he's going to see it real close to his line. Okay, he's going to see it real close to his line. So that's what we're going to be talking about here on day two. Day two. Okay. Any questions on day two?
With splitting the line be so bad?
You mean signals pushing out?
Well, no. They thought they had the end of the line here. It wasn't the end of the line. Should they have continued
with their regular attack?
Correct.
Well, if they would have, they'd have had Union troops coming in on the end of their line. Right. Another name for the end of a line is a military term called a flank. Okay? All right? Whatever way you line up, whatever way you're facing, like that's your guys' right flank, down here's your left flank. Okay? With us facing you, just the opposite. This is our left flank opposing your right flank, our right flank opposing your left flank. Okay? It's just a military term called flank. Yes? Before he pushed them forward?
Yeah. Were they on?
They were not on Little Round Top. He never occupies the hill. Great question. Great question. He never occupies the hill. Yes?
I guess it was in the whole Gettysburg thing. Part of it?
No, he's not here. He's in Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Yeah. How come maybe a second more famous general than the first
Because he won a lot of battles at the beginning of the Civil War when he took over. It was looking kind of bleak for the Southern Army before he took over. And then he took over and he won this string of battles, okay? And everybody says, man, he's great, you know? And then the South, over the years after the Civil War, they kind of had this romantic image of the poor Southern troops with no shoes and they had hardly any weapons, you know? I mean, at a point it gets almost ridiculous. Like the Confederates were only armed with slingshots, you know? But they carried this war on for 4 years. Now, don't believe everything you hear about that because at Gettysburg, the Southern Army is at their zenith. They are eating better than they've ever ate before in the first 2 years of the Civil War. Their manpower is at their highest, okay? And they are 6-0-1 coming into the battle. Because a lot of people will say, well, wait a minute, Lee's line, it's 5 miles long. And the Union line's only 3 miles long. And Lee will even say they have the advantage over there. Okay, does anybody know why? Anybody know why? Why does Lee say that they've got the advantage?
Because they have the high ground?
They got high ground, but I'm looking for something else.
So maybe they can surround them?
No, not really.
more troops?
More troops, but I'm looking for something else.
Because he has to go through the open space.
No.
Defense.
Defense, but what about it? It's the shape of the line, guys. It's the shape of the line. I'll give you a hint. It's the shape of the line. No.
Say interior lines.
Interior lines.
Who said it first?
I did.
I did.
Oh, now, okay.
He did.
Oh, okay, all right. Somebody
just
younger
helping.
than us.
Just helping.